shot away, score! Daniel Alfredsson ends the game in overtime and sends the Ottawa Senators to the Stanley Cup Final for the first time in franchise history.
Welcome to SENS Talk. My name is Brandon and I'm your host. Let's get started. Before we get started, please follow us on Twitter at SensTalk_ for live Twitter updates of the games, of all Senators games, including the playoffs and breaking news. Now let's get into the game. The Ottawa Senators are 1 point back going to this game versus the Montreal Canadiens. A win in any fashion today will put the Senators in first place in the division, but a loss in regulation will put them 3 points behind. Senators, if they want to win the division, need to win and have a huge comeback game against the Canadiens here after being absolutely dominated by the Canadiens in the first two last weekend. Didn't start off good though on the score sheet as Shea Weber from the point, a blast past Craig Anderson. No goalie would stop that in the National Hockey League. 1-0 Canadiens on the power play, assisted by Andrei Markov and Alex Galchenyuk. Weber's 17th of the year. This was when the Senators led in shots 9-3. The third shot for the Canadiens ended up in the back of the net on a Shea Weber bomb that was 101.6 miles per hour. The Senators were down by one midway through the first. Senators really outplayed the Canadiens in the first period, but the Canadiens took the lead going into the second. In the second period, it took 1 minute into the second period for Andrei Markov to beat Craig Anderson. He defensive breakdown as he was left wide open to take a slap shot from the point. This one from Pacioretty and Lehkonen. Markov's 5th of the year. The Canadiens' 2nd of the night. It's 2-0 Canadiens. 4 minutes later, Carlson back pass. Markov intercepts, slap shot goal. 3-0 Canadiens. Markov 2nd of the night, unassisted on the power play. All three Craig Anderson's fault. The Canadiens take the 3-0 lead midway through the second period. With 30 minutes to go, Senators to try and get something going. Jean-Gabriel Pageau responds 5 to 10 minutes later. Jean-Gabriel Pageau is 10th of the year, assisted by Mike Hoffman. The Habs Slayer absolutely rifles it past Carey Price as Mike Hoffman sets him up with a very nice pass. Made it a 3-1 game. Going into the third period, Senators had so many chances. A 2-1 for Zach Smith. He passes it there to Burrows, Alex Burrows, wide open net, and he does what Jonathan Dahlen would have done. He hit the post. What Jonathan Dahlen would have done is he would have scored. What Alex Burrows did is he hit the post on a wide open net that I could have scored, kept the game 3-1, really killed the Senators' momentum. The Senators took a couple of penalties at the end of the period that really cut away the game as the Canadiens once again defeat the Senators 3-1. And not only that, the Senators outplayed the Canadiens, and like usual, when they outplay a team this drastically, don't win. It's a bad consistency the Senators have. I've seen it multiple times this year. They outplay their team, the other team, and then either they run into a hot goalie or they don't catch the breaks. Tonight, I don't think Carey Price was exactly all-star. He just looked like a regular National Hockey League goalie, but he caught some big breaks. I mean, if that Burrows goal went in, we could be talking about a game in overtime where the Senators got a point. That goal really killed the momentum for the Senators, and Carey Price, a couple of posts on him. He really caught some big breaks here. The Senators just can't catch a break. Carey Price and the Canadiens escaped with a big 2 points for themselves. Got lucky a few times. They did play well. Senators played better, in my opinion. The Canadiens really took advantage of the chances they got. When a team of caliber like the Canadiens, if they take advantage of any opportunity they get, that's a team that could go deep in the playoffs. If they take advantage of, let's say they get 10 goal attempts in a game, they score 3 of them, that's pretty good. That means your team could score on barely anything. So that's a team the Senators really needed to get a goal early. They didn't. They needed to get a goal in response. They didn't. 3 goals later, they got a response goal. And then after that, this bunch of posts, bunch of missed opportunities, and the Senators lose 3-1. Let's go to the shots on goal. 11-6 Ottawa after the first period. Really outplayed them in the first, but they led 1-0. 12-11 Canadiens after the second. They scored 2. We scored 1 in that period. 10-6 Ottawa in the third for a final tally of 32-20 for Ottawa. We outshot them by 8. Yeah, 8. Let's get to the team stats. Face-offs. Ottawa one of their weaknesses tonight, which is very odd considering Jean-Gabriel Pageau beat Sidney Crosby more than 60% last game, but alright. Ottawa, 23 face-off wins, 41.8%. 32 for Montreal, 58.2. Ottawa went 0 for 3 on the power play. Had a couple of chances on the third one, but before the third one, the first and second had nothing going for them. Montreal 2 for 5. Bullet from the point, no chance for Anderson. Hits 35-31 Ottawa, shots 32-24 Ottawa. So minus the face-offs, Ottawa really controlled almost every aspect of the game, minus the goal category. Attendance was obviously a sellout game. Now let's get to the Ottawa Senators, where they're at right now. Their record's now 41-25-8. They're 5-3-2 in their last 10. They've lost one in a row. Realistically, the Senators will have to go in a free spiral like the Canadiens did in December to not make the playoffs, in my opinion. Honestly, they're not clinched. They're not clinched. So it's always possible. To be honest, you never know with Ottawa Senators. You never know. It could always happen that we lose the rest of our games and we get booted up by 2 to 4 points. But realistically, we play the Red Wings twice. We play the Islanders once. We play the Jets once. We're going to win at least 2 of those. I think the Senators, it's safe to say the Senators are going to make the playoffs. And the good thing about this team is we can talk about who they're going to play against. Who would I rather play against? The Rangers, Boston, or Toronto? The problem with Toronto, in my opinion, is no one expected them to make the playoffs. So since that's a big reason. It might not sound like it, but it's a big reason. Since no one expected them to make the playoffs, the fact they're in the playoffs is a big deal. No one cares if they get swept. The fact they're in the playoffs is a big deal. So the fact that they're in the playoffs, it means they can do anything and no one will be disappointed. They have no expectations of them. That makes them a scary team, a dark horse in the playoffs if they do make it. They're a dark horse, I'm telling you right now. They have no expectations whatsoever, and they can go deep. Unlike teams like Boston, who missed 2 years in a row at late season collapses. Ottawa, spectacular year, should go to at least in the second round. Montreal, apparently a cup contender. These are the type of teams that have expectations, while the Maple Leafs could actually go deep because no one expects them to do anything. And that's why they're a dark horse. Boston, we have their number, in my opinion. Tuukka Rask can't stop anything against our players. Anton Khudobin is not going to start in the playoffs. So I'd rather have Boston over Toronto. And the Rangers are the Rangers. They're a top-notch team in the league. In the second round, I think it would be a close series. You could see that a few years ago in 2012 against the Rangers in the playoffs. It went to 7 games. I don't know. I'm not going to say we could beat the Rangers, but I definitely say we have a healthy lineup. We could definitely compete and maybe steal the series against the Rangers. We could compete with the Rangers. We're better than 14-5-1. I believe we have a better record than that against Metropolitan Division teams. So the Rangers, tough team, but I think we can match up with them if our lineup is healthy. But yeah, basically what I'm telling you is I want to play the Boston Bruins. That's in my opinion, it's the best bet for the Senators to advance to the second round. This next SENS game against Philadelphia Flyers, they're really out of it right now. They're like 5-6 points out. It's too late in the season. If this was in 5 games ago, so like 12-14 games remaining, yeah, they have a chance. But there's like less than 10 to go. They need to get like 4 or 6 wins in like 9 games. And the other teams have to lose a bunch. Philadelphia's out. So they're going to be looking to play spoiler. Senators get that win. They're like 2-4 points out of a playoff clinching scenario. So that's a big game against Philadelphia Flyers. Tuesday, March 28th, 7 p.m. Eastern Time in Philadelphia. Now let's get to the to the standings. Montreal first place. Really deserves the first place in the division, in my opinion. If we can't beat them 3 games in 8 days, they deserve the division. We deserve to beat Boston. That's just my opinion. There's 75 games played, 42, 24, 9, 93 points. 1 game in hand, and then was the Ottawa Senators. 74 games played, 41, 25, and 8, 90 points. Toronto, Fred Anderson was injured. No update on him. Upper body injury as the moment, but we do not know how long he will be out. If he's out, Curtis McElhaney will not be able to will push the Canadiens, the Maple Leafs to a playoff spot. That's a big Toronto Maple Leaf fans are really holding their breath right now, as I would if I was a Leaf fan. That's a big loss if Frederik Anderson's out, because I don't think they can make the playoffs with Garrett Sparks, Anton Bibeau, or Curtis McElhaney as your goalies going down the stretch. This is not going to happen. Not going to cut it. Toronto with 74 games played, 35, 24, and 15. They lost badly to the Sabres today. Boston, 75 games played, 39, 30, and 84. Now, to the wild card, they beat the Islanders today, which was a big win for them. Because they beat the Islanders, they're 2 points ahead of the Islanders. Islanders do have a game in hand, though. So that's very... If they would have lost to the New York Islanders, then I don't think the Boston Bruins would have made the playoffs. It would be 4 games out with the game in hand. But since they beat the New York Islanders, then now they have a chance to make the playoff second wild card, maybe even push past the Maple Leafs if they don't have Frederik Andersen. So we'll see there. Islanders, 74 games played, third place in the wild card race, 35, 27, and 12, 82 games, points. 1 game back of the Boston Bruins. Tampa Bay, 3 points there. They're really out of it. But a scary team I want to talk about is the Carolina Hurricanes. They have 2 games in hand, and they are 5 points behind. Now, listen, it doesn't sound like they're a team to be watching. But the fact they've gotten a point in the past 10 makes me believe they can be a dark horse and steal some games and actually might even push for a playoff spot. They have 9 games to go, 2 games in hand, 5 points behind, and the way they're playing right now, they have I might pencil them in for taking a spot away from Tampa Bay for that playoff race. The way Carolina's playing, they came out of nowhere, and I really do believe Carolina could really make a big push for the playoffs if they keep on playing Andrew Hammond style. So thank you all for watching. I really appreciate the support. Please follow us on Twitter at @SensTalk_. Thank you all for watching. Please follow us on Twitter at @SensTalk_. For live Q&A updates of the games and, of course, breaking news, please like us on Facebook at SensTalk. Add us to our circles on Google Plus at SensTalk. Click the big red button down there, subscribe to us, and click that notification bell. Please add us to our circles on Google Plus at SensTalk. Check out our website, SensTalkCentral.com. We update it every single day. For latest updated news, articles, and our video links, please check out our website. Check out our Instagram sponsor, SENS.Central. Really appreciate that. And of course, click right here for the Sens Talk YouTube video, and right here to subscribe to us. 210 subscribers. Thank you very much, everybody, and thank you for watching. Senators lose to the Canadiens 3-1. I'll see you Tuesday night. Go Sens, go.